Good morning, everyone. It's me, your girl, the Kinky Witch. How are we doing today? Good morning, Scorpio. Sorry about that. It's morning time and I'm enjoying my breakfast coffee. But today we're coming through for your monthly Midheaven career reading. And the energy of this reading will be carried through from mid-October through to the beginning of November. Scorpio, this is a career reading, so the energies will be focused on your 10th house midheaven placement, which is the career sector, the professional sphere, your public persona. So if you're a public figure, how are you viewed, right? If you have a position that's in public, how are you viewed? And that could be leadership as well. But the energies can also apply to your sun, moon, rising, and descendant placements, right? Scorpio, you will find your midheaven at 10 o'clock on your birth chart. And how I understand it, right? So for me, my first house is the sun rising. Because personally for me, like my rising sign shows up in my first house. Okay. Um, and if you count back, to 10, so backwards 12, 11, 10, you'll see that it's usually at or around 12 o'clock. But that's just a hack I found. It works for me, so don't come for me. Um, but yeah, we're here to look at your career reading. Like, what's going on for you, Scorpio? And I haven't cracked these cards yet, so what's going on for you? When I closed my eyes and I dropped into your energy, Scorpio, immediately, let's clear this energy. Scorpio, ooh, see? Sacred Rebels is a healing deck. It is a healing deck that allows us to drop into our sacred selves. It allows us to heal. And so I have not been called to use it for every sign, but the last couple signs, it's been, being used. So fire signs and water signs, you're going up through a little bit of transformation in your lives, particularly you, Scorpio. You're the first water sign I'm doing. I did water signs last, so that's how I'm probably going to release it. But, um, let us see, right? Let us see what's happening with you. Divine Mother, Father, God, angels, ancestors, and guides, I ask that you allow me to see and say all that I must. Scorpio are yours, Divine Mother, Father. What is your guidance for them? We call upon the Scorpionic energy. Scorpio. What's happening, Scorpio? Midheaven career. Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Not too many. Too many, but I'm going to take a look at them for shits and wiggles. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. 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 Scorpio, why you over here feeling like this is it for you? This isn't it for you, Scorpio. All right, and we're gonna get into it as soon as Spirit gives me the rest of your cards. We're gonna get into it. Scorpio. Scorpio. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Divine. All right, Scorpio. Right. The first one I have is Visions of Life Beyond Death. And that's 44. And that's 4 vibrating inside itself twice. So that's a master number, right? 44 breaks down to 8. 8 talks about the continuum. It talks about the cycle. This for me feels like this is a cycle for you, right? You get to a point and you say, this is it. Like I've tried and everything always seems to like just be stagnant and still, and this is it, right? But every time you get to this is it, I'm getting that all of a sudden you have a vision of life beyond what you currently have, right? So Spirit is saying that you're having visions of life beyond death. Seeing, hold on guys, I'm trying to get this to focus. 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 I hate when it does this. So get your life camera. But a visions of life beyond death, right, is asking us to look beyond what we currently see. Specifically, we're talking about your career sector, right? Like, look at all the eyes that are on you, right? You have eyes on you. But with the moon in the center, it's telling me that these are unseen eyes, right? But you're guided. So you're walking here. Your eyes may appear closed, but it's very open. I feel like now, Scorpio, you're in a time where you're saying to yourself, is this what I want? Start. No, this is what, guys, I'm trying to learn my angles. So learn with me, grow with me. Thank you. There's things happening in your career that you're not seeing. And you're not supposed to see it, right? Because you're supposed to have a vision of your life. So whatever other people may be planning for you, that's on them. But Spirit wants you to say, okay, what is beyond this? Because I feel like you've reached a this is it. It's never gonna. And Spirit's like, okay, so now what's next? Right? This is very much giving me what's next. Because you need to have a vision of life beyond where you're currently sitting. Right? But people are watching you, so be careful, be conscious, and just make sure. See, for me, I would say to you, make sure for now that you're walking straight and narrow, and you're in a learning period, because this right here, again, this is strands of our crystalline DNA showing up, right? Being a part of the larger galactic matrix, not this earth-bound connections, right? So tapping into spirit, tapping into your instincts and intuitions. And then we have 14, going beyond normal. Now 14 breaks down to 5, which is giving me change energy. So, not everyone is getting numerology, but for you it's coming through. So, the 5 talks about change. The 5 talks about wanting change, needed change. What is an image of change, right? So even before there's action into the change, you have to sit and you have to conceive it, right? You have a timeline that you need to work on. Because let's be real, sometimes we have to be strategic with how we plan our moves, right? Especially in our careers. Never should you just rush and go away and leave in a huff. Absolutely not. We sit where we are and we learn the lessons, we master ourselves, and the whole time we're planning our next move. We're having visions of a life after death, after this. and saying, what is next for me? And this is what you're saying right now, Scorpio. What is next for me? Right? And I feel like for you, number 24 breaks down to 6, right? But we're now talking about the familiar energies here. So familiar in the sense of, okay, you know what this thing is now, right? You know what, when you start change and you start going forward and working on the change you want and going for the vision you see, a greater vision that you see of where you want to be, right? You remember that feeling, because remember, this talked about a cycle. Now you're coming to the end of a cycle, right? And you're ready for the new, right? With the 5, you're ready for something more. You're ready for something bigger and greater, and it's coming through with the 6. New birth, guarded vigilantly. So your new birthing process, Scorpio, is being guarded very much so vigilantly by the spirits, by spirit, by the divine mother, father, God, by your ancestors, by the angels and archangels that you walk with you. Get to know them. Ask them who they are consistently, and they will provide you with the answers. Ask them how to work with them consistently, and they will show you the way. But know that your change, your progress, where you're going to, it is being watched and it is being protected and guarded very, very, very carefully. Okay? Scorpio, I love it because it's telling me that you've been doing the work and now you're in the energies of, I am ready to move. I'm ready to go. It is time for me to conceive what is that next thing, right? And then Spirit is asking you, because now you've come to the end of it, which is the 9. It's like, what do you feel? Where do you want to go? What are you envisioning for yourself? Because looking at the earth as she juggles, making sure that abundance is still in her life, right? But focusing on the earth as, focusing on the material, focusing on the tangible, focusing on, this is ultimately what I'm creating, what I need to change from, what I'm envisioning for myself, right? And it's like, what is that? So you got to identify that, okay? Because once you do identify it and you start strategically putting the work into it, Spirit is saying in this phase, you will be guarded, you will be protected, because you do have to get to this space. All right, Scorpio, let us get some tarot on the board. I do have to be off soon, so I want to make sure I get this done. I woke up this morning and it's like, all right, let's get Scorpio done. Okay. All right, Divine Mother, Father, God, what is the guidance? Please clarify visions of life beyond death. The cycle, what is the cycle that must be broken? What is the cycle that is being completed? Yeah. All right. Oh, see one more and you give me. All right, Divine. I see you. I see you. Yes. You've planted the seeds for your growth, Scorpio. Number 7, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, please. Focus. Sorry, guys. Trying to get it to focus. It's annoying. All right. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. Okay. And the Seven of Pentacles is saying you've worked and you've built and you've cultivated this change that you want in your life, right? And then we have the World card coming. Seeing that there is something out there that is greater than the world, right? Knowing that there's something out there greater than what your current situation is, and saying to yourself, there's more. This isn't it. Like once you get to that this is all there is wall, then you're like, no, I have a higher vision up for myself. This is not it. I've invested in myself, in my career, and I'm not going to let mistakes throw me off permanently. I'm not going to let other people's opinions off me throw me off purposefully, right? So the World card is coming through, Scorpio, and it's coming through, and it's one of your cards. So the world, Scorpio, open yourself up to a world of opportunity. What is that higher vision for yourself? Don't limit what you think you're capable of doing and capable of achieving. You know, sometimes this camera and I fight, and it's upsetting me. Yeah, because I feel like you're stuck in this familiar energy of, this is what all there is, the Six of Cups. You're stuck in that familiar energy. And I do feel like you're being offered a new opportunity by someone. This is the Page of Cups. You're being given a new opportunity. All right. So it's a new chance, a new job opening, a promotion, going elsewhere, moving, because the world, so leaving one company for another. Because ultimately, Scorpio, you do not feel emotionally satisfied anymore at this place. Like it's not working for you. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, it's not working for our Scorpios. All right. Right? So going beyond normal. You may think doing this is tiresome and burdensome, and you're like, oh, I didn't want to have to be doing this again. But release this, right? This is completion. This is completion of an energy of being bogged down by other people's BS, right? You're stepping back into this high priestess energy of trying to find something greater for yourself, of saying, what is it that I want? And going deep within your subconscious and navigating that and listening to the guidance and tapping in, right? And doing the things that come natural to you so that you create this success for yourself. Okay? I also feel like with the High Priestess, we're talking about tapping into your greater, higher skills, to be honest, to be able to get what it is that you want, to get what you seek. Not being afraid to, go see a tarot reader, go watch a video, anything that will help you get guidance in how to navigate this, right? Finding the strength and courage you need in yourself. Oh, thank you. Who camera? Finding the strength and courage you need in yourself to accomplish this, to start this, to do this with the understanding that yes, this is a burdensome situation, but you know what? Needs to be done. I'm ready for change. I can't be stagnated here anymore. And you're ready for change and you're going and you're like, I don't care if it's not working for you. Yes, it's working for me. You know? Yeah. Right? Because right now you're feeling trapped and you're feeling imprisoned by your current situation. Right? But sometimes, and I'm getting this because this is landing on your spiritually protected card, basically, where spirit's like, hey, your new beginnings, right? Your new birth. It's being guarded vigilantly. You're locking yourself away as well, right? So if you're at work, you're distancing yourself from the fray and from people. You've been there, you've done that. You're like, I got reprimanded for it, right? So you have a new opportunity coming in, and that's great, right? And your worry is it may not be enough. And I say that because you're hearing that Five of Pentacles energy, because you're like, I've been down this road before and it starts out great and then they hit you with the wham bam. You got to get out of that headspace. And with the Eight of Swords, it's telling me that that's a headspace, right? So while you're growing through this situation, you're going to be doing the deep work to release the negative impressions that you're having of opportunities. Listen, not every place is the same. Not every boss is the same. Not every opportunity is the same. So if you sit here and you're judging a book by its cover, you're going to miss out on the opportunities that God is sending you. And that then defeats the purpose of life, because we came here to have experiences, learn lessons, whatever they may be. It may not be as grand as other people's, but it's the one you came here for, and it's working for you. Okay? Ooh, sorry guys, that was an explosion of stuff. Because I was checking the time, because I gotta go. We have the King of Swords coming through. So finally, you get to this place, right, where you're like, what do I feel about this? You really start sitting down and analyzing, what do you feel about the opportunity? Is it something you want to go after? But the King of Swords does so with clarity. So you have done the work and you will be doing the work, okay, mid-October into November, to shake yourself and release yourself of the jitters and fears. And you're like, I'm doing this, I'm going ahead. I'm moving forward because there's nothing here for me. This is a Six of Swords. So we're in a lot of swords energy, right? Mentally moving forward with a decision here, right? Mentally moving forward to accept a position here. Mentally, saying, yes, this is what I want. Yes, this is what I'm ready for. And then with the Moon card, it's like, I know it's unknown. No, don't do that to me. Thank you, not on her. Thank you. I know it's unknown, but I'm ready and willing to walk into the unknown. There's beauty there, and you see it. So this for me isn't giving me cover up. It's not giving me, oh, you don't know what's going to happen and you're scared. No, this is like, I've had the other thing and I'm ready to try something new. Something like you're ready for that learning experience and opportunity elsewhere. You're like, let me test my mettle. Let me test my mettle. Is this going to work for me? Right? Is this going to work for me? And you're taking the opportunity to give yourself a chance, Scorpio. All right, let's get some clarifying words here and let's close out. Let's get some last messages, some last guidance. I like it, Scorpio, because see, I like the work. I like when people do the work. I like to do the work. I like to see progression in myself, because that way you don't need validation from anyone. You don't need validation outside yourself. And when people think you do, you look at them, you're like, you're funny. Don't take kindness for weakness. Okay? Could people be like that though, So you gotta, that's why you give yourself 100% grace all the time. Spirit like that one, it popped. Right? All right. 4 may be very significant for you because, like, the base cards were 4. The first initial card initially was 4, but then one more popped out behind it, and then the last set of cards are 4. So four is going to be significant for you, right? So you have 8, you have 5, you have 6, and you have 9 on this board, right? I see progression 5, 6, 8, 9. So guide. Light attribute represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Because on this station, on this channel, we focus on the things that we want, not the things that we have, right? And so here, remember, Spirit said this opportunity is guided and guarded vigilantly. So this is Spirit coming through, and I'm just going to put it where it needs to go. This is Spirit coming through to say, yes, this new beginning for you is being guided. Okay, this new focus, thank you, Spirit. This new beginning for you is being guided, so you don't listen to nobody and let people take you out your element, right? Spirit is saying Midas or miser, right? Entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delight in sharing life's riches. Like this for me is you going into that unknown and bringing your skills where you know it's going to be appreciated. There we go. Right? Like your skills are going to be appreciated here. Anything you touch turns to gold. And you're understanding that you're like, what do you feel? You're like, I know anything I do always is done well. I want both of you to show. Right? So you're like, anything I do well. Anything I do well. So you're giving yourself that grace to know I'm not going to be worried anymore about taking this opportunity because you know what you bring to the table always, right? So athlete, dedication to transcending physical limits, including handicaps, development of personal willpower and strength of spirits, right? Going beyond the normal, dedicating yourself to a new thing. Yeah, I'm gonna cover that one. That's how I feel. I'm gonna cover the because I'm like, no, we're not gonna be sitting there in that 5 of Pentacles lack energy. You don't lack anything, right? When you're being guided and guarded and protected, we walk with faith. And yes, sometimes it gets shaken, but as long as you speak it out with God, speak it out with spirit, speak it out with the universe, speak it out with your guides, your angels, your ancestors, it will give you peace and you will get clarity. Okay? We have slave, light attribute, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. When you hit this wall, you said, I give it to you, God. That's what you said. You said, Lord, I give it to you. Universe, I give it to you. I give it to you. And Scorpio, I love that for you. Sometimes we got to understand our limitations, right? And sometimes when we hit that wall and we know we can get more and do more and be more, we have to be honest with ourselves. And that's what you're doing. And then you're getting that foresight, right? That high priestess energy, right? To say, there is more. Guide me to it. Show me the signs. All right, Scorpio. Keep doing the work. You're on path. You're in alignment. I love it for you. All right. Asheo.